Hello, Bear Fight. Ever since we have a big test right on Tuesday, monthly evaluation, can we turn our book to page 37 and try to review everything from chapter 3? So I'll set the alarm at 20 minutes. So it rings at 20 minutes and I'll try to stop. I know people don't have that kind of patience to watch long-term kind of video, right? So set the alarm. So here we go. 20 minutes go. So page 37. What will happen if more of the population stops traveling by car? If we stop traveling by car, we won't use so much energy, right? More of the population stops traveling by car, we won't use so much energy. If present simple will. If present simple will. How about what will happen if we recycle as much as we can? If we recycle, no ed, no ing, if we recycle as much as we can, we will help the environment, right? And what can plastic bags harm? In number 4, plastic bags can harm wildlife. Well, let's check out some sentences with mistakes. Can we read the sentences and correct the mistakes? Here we go. For example, if you use less fuel, you will reduce pollution. If you used, so if we say if a present simple will, if a present simple will. So where's the mistake? Circle used, right? Change it to use. Very good. Just like this. Let's do it quickly. So how about we don't use our cars if we travel to school by bike. If we travel to school by bike, of course, we can put the if in the middle of the sentence. So if present simple will, if present simple will. So we have if present simple right here, and on the other side, will. So where's the mistake? We won't, right? Good. So we will not. Change it to we won't. Can we have another sentence? Can we have another sentence? For example, uh, sent. Uh, we say if a present simple will, right? If a present simple will. So what if we put past simple? Past simple, that would be would. So ever since we have will in the sentence, if present simple will. So how do you change? You either use present simple will or past simple would. So just choose one. Okay. So if present simple will. So if you send, okay, if you send, how about if we say plastics, plastic bags, we don't use so many plastic bags, right? Ever since the plastic bags harm wildlife, they harm wildlife. I'll put it I'll put it in another color. So mom doesn't use plastic bags if she goes shopping. If present simple will. If present simple will. So we have if, we have present simple. How about on the other side? So mom what? Won't use so many plastic bags when if she goes shopping. Okay, if she goes shopping, right? Good. How about let's turn your book to the reader story. The reader story. We talk about Amazu, right? So Amazu is a uh, his father is a chief, used to be a chief. Everybody respected him, and Amazu just came back from the USA to the village because his father passed away. His father died. So if Yuma whispered, I know you're going to be good, right? But Amazu couldn't fall asleep. Why? The frogs were croaking. If they don't stop making the noise, I won't get any sleep. And what will Amazu do if Obi kills all the frogs? If Obi kills all the frogs, Amazu will pay him well, right? But after they kill the frogs, there are mosquitoes, right? That's why if the mosquitoes don't stop biting him, uh, Amazu will be covered in spots. So, but if you must say, if you kill all the frogs, bad things will happen to the village. That's why more mosquitoes and the snakes get hungry, and this village just becomes a very dangerous place to live. So people just decided to leave. Okay, and of course, in picture 10, everyone say carry their belongings. Carry the belongings. Okay, carry the belongings. About Sushu, on this page, can we have some sentences with mistakes? And let's check out some sentences with mistakes and let's try to correct. For example, if present simple will. If present simple will. So how about if we say Amazu if present simple will. How about after will? After will, what do we use? What do we use? Well, after will, we use verb, right? Verb after will, a verb after will. So let's check out. For example, if Obi kill the frog, if Obi kills the frogs, Amazu will give him lots of money. Where's the mistake? If present simple will, yes, we have everything, but after will, we use verb. So just try to pay attention. If present simple will and after will verb, right? So if Obi kills the frogs, Amazu will give him lots of money. How about frogs and mosquitoes? Amazu couldn't fall asleep because the frogs were croaking, right? How about let's check out the sentence. Sorry, I should use blue, but let's change the color later. If there are no frogs, there would be new problems. Where's the mistake? If present simple will. If present simple will. So if we have present simple right here on the other side, of course we need will, right? Will. Right, will. And how about the snakes? The snakes. What will happen if we kill all the frogs? If we kill all the frogs, the snakes will be hungry, right? If we destroy the frogs, the snakes will be hungry. Where's the mistake? Of course, if present simple will, right? If present simple will. So if we destroy the frogs, the snakes will be hungry, right? Good. So let's move on back to page 41. Page 41. So what will happen if the ice melts? What will happen if the planet gets warmer? If the planet gets warmer, the ice will melt. And what will happen if the ice melts? There will be floods, but the sea level will rise. But what will happen if the sea level rises? If the sea level rises, there will be floods. What will happen if there are floods? If there are floods, the habitats will be destroyed, right? And what will happen if the habitats are destroyed? There will be more endangered animals. Okay, if present simple will, if present simple will. And when we talk about if present simple will sentences, we come back to the combine the sentences later. Okay, so about the ducks, they float in the ocean because 12 enormous containers fell into the ocean, right? And what kind of things took all the ducks to everywhere, to the USA, Canada, Japan, and Australia? Strong currents did that, right? And what kind of thing will live in the water to harm the animals? The chemicals will live in the ocean to harm the animals, right? And for we have, I guess we still have I lost my timer. So how about the last two parts? The last two parts. Um, when was the plastic invented? The first plastic was invented in the 1870s, right? And what was plastic thought to be when it was invented? When it was invented, plastic was thought to be an amazing new material, right? Material. And on the right side, how much plastic does the world produce every year? The world produces 300 million tons of plastic every year. Okay. Okay, so for the last 3 minutes, let's combine the two sentences if you see them on the board. Okay, for example, what do you mean combine two sentences? Let's combine, for example, um, I'll show two sentences together. Let's try to combine them. Okay, so everyone say if present simple will, if present simple will. I'll use blue right here. Okay. You save energy. You turn off the computer when you aren't using it. Which one happens first? Which one happens first? You turn off the computer, then you can save energy, right? So if you turn off the computer or TV when you aren't using it, I'm sorry about the typo. What will happen? You will save energy. Okay, you will save energy. Okay, just like that. Let's try to combine the sentences that we read. Okay, for example, quick shower, quick shower, quick shower. What will happen if we take a quick shower, right? So what will happen when we take a quick shower? You take a quick shower, you don't waste water. Which one first? Of course, it's easy, right? Let's combine. If a present simple will, which one first? If you take a quick shower, you won't waste water. Very good. Super easy, right? Good. How about let's go on. Cars and fuels. Cars and fuels. Can you think about cars and fuels? Which one happens first? Use the car and save the fuel. Okay, you don't need so much fuel. We don't use our cars. We don't need so much fuel. So if how do you combine with if we don't use our cars, we won't, very good, won't need so much fuel. That's amazing. Good. How about if we say water bottle to school and plastic bottles? Water bottle, and if you take a water bottle to school, what will happen? Okay, so let's combine the two sentences. Which one first? If you take a water bottle to school, you won't waste so many plastic bottles. Okay, plastic bottles. To save time, I'll just type it like this. Okay, good. How about we have two more, and after these two sentences, we'll finish the class. Don't worry. Right. How about slow down climate change? Say help save the planet. So which one first? Which one first? Do you save the planet first, or do you use slow down climate change first? Help save the planet. So if we slow down climate change, we will help save the planet, right? First of all, how do we save the planet? We need to slow down climate change, right? How about if we say the last sentence? People slow down climate change. People reduce pollution. Which one first? Which one happens first? If. Of course, we need to reduce pollution first, right? So if people reduce pollution, people will slow down climate change, right? Great. And before we finish the class, make sure you review everything from your activity book, your worksheet, your everything, okay? Especially your activity book. All the articles are from the Story Center book, from the activity book, everything, okay? So I'll be seeing you on Tuesday. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.